Welcome back guys, in this video we will make this.
Come on!
Let's go.
Before we start the video, I want you to download this base file from the description below. So let's start the tutorial. Let's hide all collection except ground. Now go to edit mode and make 8 loop cuts by pressing Ctrl R. Now make this face little bit bigger. After this, select these faces only and then press E for extrude, then type 0.2 on keyboard. Now repeat this process by deselecting one face like me. Let's unhide the seat collection and change this recliner position like me. Now turn on snap and select face project. Now simply move on Z-axis and it will automatically snap on this face. Now add error modifier with count of 7 and place these in the center. Let's turn off snapping. Now duplicate this recliner with Alt D and place right here. After this, turn on snapping and simply snap these on faces. Now let's add cube and move this in the edit mode, so our pivot point stays on the default location. Now scale down this cube in Y and Z axis only by pressing S and Shift X. Now adjust its position and thickness like me. Let's scale little bit in X axis. Now make 2 loop cut by pressing Ctrl R and then scale on X axis like me. Let's repeat this one more time. Now make 2 loop cuts like me. After this, bevel them little bit. Now add new material and then select these faces only and assign them with new emission material. Now select these faces and change median to individual and press E for extrude and leave here. Now add mirror modifier to it and apply. Now set origin to geometry. Now it's time to duplicate these on every ground step like I am doing. Now we will make railing on front side. Let's add cube and adjust its position and scale values like me. Now select all face and deselect only these face. Now delete face. After this, apply scale values from here and add solidify modifier and increase thickness and click on even thickness. Now go to edit mode and select these edges. Now press Ctrl B and bevel like this. Again select these edges and bevel them. Now add bevel modifier and change amount and segment values. Let's snap cursor to this object by selecting it in edit mode and press Shift S and leave on cursor to selected. Now simply add cube and scale like I did. And then apply its scale values. After this, add bevel modifier and increase segments. Now add error modifier with 10 counts and change its position, then factor values like I did. Now we will make side walls, so let's unhide the screen. Now simply add cube and move it in the edit mode and make changes like me. After completing this, let's unhide swirl collection and rotate this design in 90 degree in Z axis. Now go to side view in wireframe mode and add arrow modifier with count of 6 and factor x value with 2. Adjust its position in z-axis. Now we need to add loop cuts in the middle of these designs. So select the side wall cube and go to the edit mode and add one loop cut. Now simply drag it to the center of this design. Now repeat this for the rest ones. After completing this process, select all of them and then press Ctrl B and leave around here. Now add 2 more loop cuts like this and adjust them. Now select these faces and extrude inside. Let's add one loop cut in every box like I did. And then select these faces and assign them with new emission material. After this, select these ones and go to the side view in wireframe mode and then turn on individual origin. Now press E, then S, then Z. After this, simply press S, then Y. Now place these designs inside of these sockets. Let's snap cursor to the world origin by pressing Shift S. Now set their origin to 3D cursor. Now let's add mirror modifier to the wall cube. Now set their origin to 3D cursor. Then add mirror modifier to these designs. Now let's duplicate these walls by pressing Shift D, then move it in the y-axis. Remove mirror modifier, then add one loop cut around here. Now select the side of edges and delete them. Now select these edges and bridge them. Let's set origin to geometry, then rotate it and place it in the center like I did. Let's fill this gap by moving this edge. Now simply duplicate this design, remove mirror modifier, change count of array to 5 and place it in the center. Make sure that everything is okay or not. Now let's hide this screen and select this and go into the edit mode. Select the face and duplicate it, press right click to cancel the movement, then press P and choose selection to separate it. Now select both of these faces and bridge them. Now let's insert this separate face by pressing I. Let's select this face and separate it. Now let's select this bottom face and delete. Then select these edges and press SZ0 to make them flat. Move them in the Z-axis. Also this face. Let's select this one and add loop cut in the middle. Then bevel it little bit and delete its face. Now let's add solidifier to both of them. Let's select this face and snap cursor to select it. Now add text and go into the edit mode and type exit. Then reposition it. Now let's increase the extrude value. Also character spacing. Now set origin to geometry and place it in the center. Now duplicate this text on the other side as well. And that's how our part 1 is completed. Hope you learned something new, so stay tuned for the next part where we complete this model perfectly. Subscribe for more and goodbye guys.